happy that you're here. Welcome if this is your first time. Welcome back if you've been here before. We are gonna have so much fun together today. A couple things before we get going. Just make sure you've already consulted with your doctor or doctors to make sure that exercise is safe for you. And second, if there's anything that I say or do that just doesn't work for your body, please listen to your body. Remember that what I say is only a guide. I want you to be safe. All right, so today we're going to be working on balance. We will be doing some sit to stand. So you'll need a chair, a bench, a sofa, something to sit on. And then we're going to do some standing balance work. So when we do the standing balance work, if you want to have a wall nearby or a back of a chair or a countertop, whatever it is you might need to help you, please have that nearby. Okay, a couple more things. If you're working on carpet, because we are standing, make sure to pick up your feet as we transition between things. Sometimes carpet can be slippery. And actually, I think I covered everything. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll start standing. We're gonna have a slight bend in those knees, right? Don't lock them out. Slight bend in the knees. We're gonna start with a nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Place the thumbs at the base of the skull. Elbows come in front. Inhale. Open those elbows. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Arms coming to a 90-degree angle in front of the shoulders. Let's inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Nice. Go ahead and shake out those arms. Okay. Looking side to side, warming up our neck. We're going to pause in the middle, right? We always pause in the middle to reset the spine. Start over, if you will. Excellent. Make sure that breath is nice and continuous. All right, go ahead, meet me back in the middle. And let's do our chin to chest. Again, just checking in, make sure those knees are slightly bent. We're going to look down. We're gonna look straight ahead. Good, look down. Look straight ahead. Nice and easy. No sudden movements here, just slow and controlled, going at your own pace. What feels good today? All right, meet me back in the middle. Let's think about our shoulders. We're gonna roll them backwards, down and away. Good, loosening up any tension that might be back there. All right, we're going to take them forward. Roll those shoulders forward. Good. Nice inhales and exhales with that breath. All right, stopping in the center. We're gonna lift our shoulders up to our ears and then drop them down. One more time, lift them tall and drop them. Okay, let's get going on our balance work. So to start, we're going to start with our feet underneath our hips here. We're gonna take one step out to the side and then the other foot is gonna follow, okay? So step, slide together, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Good, so we're just going back and forth, right? You can add a little pace to this if you want, otherwise going nice and slow is okay. Good. If you need more, you can add pushing a shopping cart, right? Like you're giving a high 10 to somebody across from you. Good. You might feel that breath become a little bit choppy. That's okay, right? It just means You're starting to work that cardio. Good. That's it. All right. And time. Now remember, if adding in the arms became too much, you don't need to add in the arms. Everything I say is a suggestion. You do what feels good for you today. Okay, so to start, let's stagger our stance, meaning that one foot is a little bit in front of the other, okay? And from here, we're going to shift our weight from each foot, right? So now my weight's on my back foot, I'm gonna shift it to my front foot. Good. Just working that shifting of the weight, okay? Great job. Now, it's natural tendency to wanna look down and see, okay, which foot am I balancing on? But if you can look straight ahead, that is what our goal is, okay? Let's go ahead, switch feet now. So the other leg is gonna come in front, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're just gonna transfer the weight from one foot to the other, shifting that weight back and forth. Good. Keep breathing through this. That's it. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and stop right there. We're gonna warm up our core, right? By placing one hand on our belly, and we're gonna contract our abdominals. Now, real quick, a lot of people do think the core is just the abs, but the core is actually mid-thigh all the way up through the breastbone. So we're gonna try and warm this area up right now. Okay, so one hand on the belly. We're gonna squeeze those stomach muscles, and we're gonna relax them. Contract, relax, contract. Relax. It doesn't look like much is happening, but you can feel it. Contract. Relax. Real quick, are those knees slightly bent? Make sure they are. Contract. Release. Are you breathing through this? The answer should be yes. Squeeze. Relax one more time. Contract. Relax and rest. Good. All right. Now we're going to warm up those glutes, okay? Those sit bone muscles. You're going to squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Again, it looks like not much is happening, but you know the work is being done. Good. Are you breathing throughout this? The answer should be yes. You've got two more. Contract, release. One more time, squeeze, and let it go. Nice work. Okay, so now our core is warmed up. I want to use that when we're doing all of our exercises. Okay, first up, we're going to balance on one foot. All right, so I've shifted all of my weight into this foot here. I'm going to slowly pick up the other foot, right? And my core is engaged, right? Everything is contracted. All right, so that was a pretty long hold. We're only gonna aim for 3 seconds, okay? So here we go. Knees slightly bent in that standing leg. Let's pick up our foot for 3, 2, 1, and set it back down. Nice. Now, if you wanna lift your leg really high, please feel free. If you don't, you want to keep it just barely off the ground, that's okay, right? So play with the range of motion that's available to you. All right, here we go. Hold it up for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Lift for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now we're gonna switch sides. Okay, so now this side is my standing leg, knee is slightly bent, hover my foot for 3, 2, 1, and set it down. Good. Again, if you want to lift it higher, feel free. If not, that is perfectly okay. Here we go. Lift it up for 3, 2, 1, and set it down. Good. Couple more times. Here we go. Lift for 3, 2, 1. set it down. And last time, make sure that standing leg has a slight bend. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, you can shift the weight around, shake out those legs. Excellent work. We're gonna do some marching. We're just gonna move around that lactic acid that we just built up. So maybe your march looks like this, right? Kind of a mid range of how high the knee is going. Maybe your knee can come all the way up to those hands if they just kind of hang out in front of you. Or maybe it's down here and it's more of a walk, right? All of those are great options, and anything in between is a great option. Do what feels good for you. All right, here we go. We're gonna march at whatever level feels good for you, okay? That's it. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Okay, I varied up my height of marches there, so I hope that you were able to take what you needed from it. All right, we're gonna move on to some sit to stand. So go ahead, have a seat. We're going to have a 90-degree angle with our legs, right? So let me show you what that actually looks like. It might be hard to see straight on, but 90-degree angle with our legs. All right, if I sit way back here, this is gonna be really hard for me to get up just because I'm sitting on so much of the chair. So I'm gonna need to scoot forward, right? Just enough, and you know that right amount of chair that you need to be seated on. All right, so 90-degree angle with the legs, the core, meaning the abs, the glutes, everything's gonna squeeze, and we're gonna stand up. Our goal is to do this 10 times, okay? Ready? You're gonna hinge forward, you're gonna squeeze, and you're gonna lift up. Good. You're slowly gonna come back down. Nice. Same thing. Ready? Squeeze and lift, and slowly lower. Nice. Now, you might wanna have your arms across your chest like this to give you more of a challenge. Now, if you're using something to hold on to, like another chair or countertop, then this probably isn't the best option, right? But if you're wanting a challenge, you can have the arms crossed in front of you. You're gonna hinge forward, squeeze, and lift, right? So then you know that your upper body is not helping the lower body, but please do what feels good for you. Excellent. Nice. Now, if you need to go slower than me, you know how to press pause, right? All you do is press pause, and then you can take your time even more on these. Now, if you're going faster than me, then you're gonna just have to hang out and wait until we've got 10. And I think I've completely lost track, so I'm gonna count down from 5 from here. All right, here we go. For 5, good. I'm gonna do different options. 4, 3, good. 2, and 1 more. Excellent job. Okay, nice work. Now that could have been a lot. So if you need to sit, take a break, grab some water, please feel free. All right, otherwise we're gonna keep going on. So we're gonna come back up to our standing position. And from here, we're going to tap our heel and then come back to center. Tap our heel, come back to center. Tap, center, tap, center, tap, center, and pause. Good. Now, where your abs engage, where your glutes engage, where your knees slightly bent on the standing leg, all of the above should be yes, okay? Including your breath being nice and continuous. All right, so let's do that one more time. We're going to heel tap in front of us. Good. That's it. Taking our time. Now, if you need more from this, you can add back that shopping cart push, right? Otherwise, just keep the legs going, tapping in front. And if you're still needing a break from the sit to stand and you're seated, you could do this part seated too. All right. Nice work. And give me one more. And time. All right. You can check out those legs. Good work. All right. We're going to come up onto our tippy toes, lifting up from our heel, right? So we're gonna come up and then come back to our heel. Up onto the toes, back down to the heel. Lifting up, then back down. Lifting up, back down. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Excellent. Okay. Now let's go one heel at a time, okay? So one heel's gonna lift, the other heel's gonna lift. This is immediately gonna feel easier, and that's okay. All right? Take a breather here. Excellent. And time. Okay, now our toes are gonna lift up, okay? Let's do this one at a time. So we're gonna tap one toe and tap the other side. Tap and tap, tap and tap, tap and tap. Good. Keep going, tapping as you go through. Keep breathing. Excellent. And time. All right, this next one, we are gonna double lift our toes. I do recommend having something nearby, even if it's a wall. Okay, so I'm gonna use this door since it's available to me, and it's just for balance, right? It's an assisted balance exercise. So from here, lift the toes and then set it back down. Lift the toes, set them back down. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Good, lift, lower. We're not here long. Breathe through it. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, and time. Good work. Okay, now we're gonna take a few steps forward or in whatever space you have, right? So I'm gonna work this way. I'm gonna take a few steps. I'm just gonna turn back around and take a few steps forward. All right, so that's our very simple walking forward, right? Now I'm gonna come up onto my tippy toes and I'm going to walk forward on my tippy toes. And then I'm gonna turn around and then walk back. Good, okay. Coming back to a flat foot. Nice work. Let's do it one more time. So up onto our toes, we're gonna walk forward, turn around, and walk forward. Good. and then resting, coming back to our flat foot. Okay, here comes a fun one. We're gonna waddle, all right? So we're gonna walk on those heels. You're gonna pick those toes up, and you're gonna walk forward on those heels. We're gonna turn around, and then walk forward. Good. All right, come back to a resting position, foot is flat. Now, if you need more, you can always add that shopping cart motion with the arms. All right, let's waddle one more time. Here we go. Waddling through. Good. Turning around and waddle back. All right, feet are nice and flat. Wonderful job. Next up, we're gonna heel toe, okay? So we're lining up our toes and our heels like if we were on a tightrope, okay? For extra challenge, you can take your arms out to the side. Good, when you've reached your end point, you're gonna turn around. Now, notice, I'm doing my best to look straight ahead even though I wanna look down so badly, and make sure that my toes are lining up with my heels, but I'm just gonna trust that they are. Okay, take a rest for a second. You can shake out those legs, shift the weight around, wiggle the arms, wiggle the legs, whatever you need to do. Grab a sip of water. Okay, one more time, heel toe. All right, here we go. If you want the extra challenge with the arms out, feel free. Good, doing our best to look straight ahead instead of looking down, because it is so tempting to want to look down. All right, float those arms down to the side. If you took the arm challenge, shake everything out. Wonderful. We're going to walk backwards now. All right, so take a look at your space. Make sure that there's nothing in your way. All right, we're going to still be aware of what's behind us. So you might need to be looking back as you're kind of walking back. But if you know your space well enough, then you might be able to just walk backwards, okay? But there's nothing wrong with going slow and checking to make sure that you're not gonna hit something behind you, right? Okay, excellent job. Let's do it one more time. All right, so I'm just offering a little more time to play with this. Good, checking behind, making sure that there's nothing in your way. Again, if you're working on carpet, please make sure that you're lifting up those feet. Good. All right, and time. Wonderful job. We're gonna start to cool it down with some stretching. We did a lot of lower body, so I think we're gonna start with some lower body stretches. Okay, let's go ahead, have a seat for this first stretch. So again, just make sure that you know where the chair is before you sit down. We're going to extend one leg out. You're going to flex that foot towards you. You're going to hinge forward at the hip. Now maybe this is enough. You can already start to feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Then feel free to stop here. If you want more, reach the arms forward, reaching for the ground, but it's really the chest reaching forward, right? Good. You might feel a small stretch on that lower back, which is perfectly good and normal with reaching with the arms. All right, slowly come on up to a seated position, and then we're gonna switch legs. So same thing, other side. Leg extends, foot flexes. We're gonna hinge forward, and if you want to reach with the arms, feel free, but you're really reaching with that chest. Good, nice inhale and exhale. Keep steady with the breath. We're gonna hold it here for 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come up. Nice work. Okay, we've got one more leg stretch. We are gonna do it standing. So come on up to a standing position when you're ready. And I do recommend having something nearby, whether it's a wall or a chair or a countertop. All right, we're going to stagger our stance more, have more space between our feet this time, right? So I'm not on a tightrope, okay? My feet are still hip distance apart, but one leg is in front of the other, okay? Standing knee is going to stay stacked over the ankle. It's going to have a slight bend in it. Back leg is going to be straight, okay? Our heel doesn't have to touch the ground, but that wall is there. This wall is here if I need it, okay? I'm going to sink down just a little deeper into that stretch. Good. So where I'm feeling the stretch is through the back side of the leg. Might even feel it in the hip flexor in the leg too. Good, just hold it here. Trying to keep that chest up. Nice inhales and exhales. Excellent. All right. And switch sides. All right, so step together and then we'll switch sides. So again, if you want to use something to balance with, feel free. I'm going to make sure that this front knee stays stacked over my front ankle so it's bent, and then I'm just going to get into this stretch. Again, that back heel doesn't have to touch the ground. Good. In fact, it would be really hard for my foot to touch the ground, or my heel to touch the ground right now. All right, holding that stretch here. Nice inhale and exhale. Good. You can keep with those inhales and exhales, or you can just breathe at your normal cadence. All right, here we go. Step together. And let's do a couple stretches for that upper body. We're going to cross our arms and give ourselves a nice hug. Good. Good breathing here. Excellent. Go ahead, look down. Note which arm is on top because we're going to switch those arms. Open up and switch the cross of our arms. Good. Nice inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Okay, one more for the arms. We're gonna reach behind us. Now, if you can grab your hands together, awesome. If not, just go ahead, reach behind you, right? Reach with intention. It does the same thing. Good, we're opening up through that chest. Nice inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale, and let those arms go. Okay, a little neck movement to wrap up our stretching, looking side to side, pausing in the middle. Hopefully there's just a little bit more space in that neck. Hopefully this feels a little bit easier than it did at the beginning. Good. All right. When you're ready, go ahead, meet me back in the middle. Let's do our chin to chest. Good. Again, going nice and slow at your own pace. What feels good for you? When you're ready, meet me in the middle. Excellent work. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths together. All right, again, because we're standing, keep a slight bend in those knees. And we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale, let it go. 2 more times, inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale, take in all of this great energy that you have created. And exhale, let it go. Nice work, everybody. I'm so happy that you joined me. It was a wonderful time, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.